is always the best one of the year to go to.
There's two good
Mayor
ones. This is
Sanders
one of
does
the
it,
two.
and it's really good.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. All right, 6 is personal relationships. That's what life's about. You know, you only have your family, friends, and people come and go, but family and friends are forever, I guess. You have to find out who's truly important to yourself and make sure you have time in your life for them. And networking is kind of the same way. Maybe branch out and reconnect with old acquaintances you haven't touched base with in a while, or as simple as meeting new people and finding new connections. 7 would be fitness and extra effort. Fitness is very important. You have to have a healthy body to have a sound mind. I try to work out as much as possible, running, as well as lifting weights. I know Mark from the office does a great job at that. And then extra effort. To obtain your goals, you have to sacrifice something. And extra effort is what you're willing to sacrifice to achieve your goals. And we all have to ask ourselves that. We're all going to sacrifice something different. And for us, it could be for the runners, it could be waking up earlier, coming in earlier than other people, and staying later. So maybe some sleep or some extra activity time. But everybody has to decide that for themselves. Next slide, please. All right, so how to stick with your goals. I give you a basic rundown of SMART goals, D.U.M.B goals, why we need goals, what goals are. But if you have all the information, but you can't stick to it, what's the point? So I did a basic list of some things you can use to stick to your goals. First is have people hold you accountable. One person in this room I think does that is Dave Howard. Gets on you, and I think it's out of the love in his heart. But tough love always works, in my opinion. So it's a great thing. And tell someone, put yourself out there. Some people set goals with a partner, which we'll do a little later on. And your partner will know your goals, you'll know his goals, and I would encourage you to post them in your cubicles, wherever your office is, and so you can keep yourself accountable. Second was write them down. Simple, yet super effective. Studies have shown if you write something down and look at it repeatedly, it's more likely to happen. And if you see something every day, you're going to try and make it happen. All right, third is shoot for 80% success rate. I say 80%. Some people think it's 100%, it's a great thing, but in actuality, that means your goals aren't tough enough. And at a 50% success rate, that means your goals are a little too hard and you're not really, there's no point in having goals that hard because you're not achieving it. So the 80% is kind of the key success rate, that you have a good balance, and it's not too hard, not too easy, it's just right. You want to chunk each goal down. So say you have a yearly goal, you might chunk it down to monthly goals. And then those monthly goals, you might chunk them down to weekly goals. And that kind of gives you a better point to start from. A yearly goal might be a little daunting, but if you chunk it down to monthly, it's a little bit easier. Chunk it down to weekly, a little bit easier. And then you can even break it down to daily goals. So that really helps with the dauntiness of some tasks. Create incentives is an important part of it as well. If you succeed and do a great job, have a goal, achieve it, treat yourself. Take yourself and do something you love, or go drink with some friends, or go skydive, whatever you like. So, it's hard work's important, but also to know that there's life beyond work and life beyond just the everyday grind, I guess. Next slide, please. All right, so continue. Learn to say no. You always want to put yourself in the best position possible. Maybe you have a listing that hasn't made you money in a year. You have opportunities to take more on, but you can't take everything on at once. You have to learn to say no and maybe get rid of the extra weight that's holding you down. Some opportunities are out there, and if you can't say no to other ones, you'll never be able to take the ones that are really successful and will make you money and propel your career. Measure everything. Like I said, you want to keep the measurements consistent, if it's a weekly, monthly, yearly, but you have to track yourself, otherwise you have no idea how you're really doing. And lastly, get a coach. Randy's my mentor. I've tried to do what he does because I know it works, and there's no reason to recreate the wheel. You don't need to start from scratch. I've heard from multiple people that being a runner and working with an experienced agent will take 5 years off my learning curve, and I really believe that's the truth. Also, they keep you accountable. He's on my ass on a daily basis. Is this done? Is this done? So that's a great thing for someone trying to set some goals and accomplish those goals. Next slide, please. And it's kind of a obvious statement, but 160 hours in a week, how will you spend them? And so what we're going to do next is I have the weekly business goals, and I'm going to do this as well with you guys. We're all going to kind of partner up, and if there are no partners, we can do a group of 3. But choose a partner.
You got extra?
Yeah, right here. So we're going to choose a partner, and the reason there's only 3 or 4 spots per section is because you can't really focus on more than 3 or 4 goals per section in 1 week. So partner up and set some goals, and we'll discuss them in our little groups.
Be one part.
I'll do it.